perhaps 10,000 or so, by the end of 2014. The decision to pull our troops out before that, they believe, would put at risk the extraordinary investment of treasure and blood which has been sacrificed by the American military. I stand with the commanders in this regard and have no information that suggests that pulling our troops out faster than that would do anything but put at great peril the extraordinary sacrifice that's been made. This is not time for America to cut and run. We have been in for 10 years. We are winding down. The Afghan troops are picking up the capacity to secure their country, and the mission is pretty straightforward. And that is to allow the Afghan people to have a sovereign nation not taken over by the Taliban.
Let me bring the speaker, and what do you say? Pull out?
Just one point.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just about the generals on the ground. And listen, I think it's important for the American people to know we have achieved some very important objectives in raising standards in Afghanistan and helping to build civil society. But at the end of the day, the President of the United States is Commander-in-Chief. Commander-in-Chief. Of course you're going to listen to the generals. But I also remember when people listened to the generals in 1967, and we heard a certain course of action in Southeast Asia didn't serve our interests very well. The President is the Commander-in-Chief and ought to be informed by a lot of different voices, including those of the commanders.
Speaker Gingrich.
Look, I've got a good... He gets a response, I get a response. Of course the Commander-in-Chief makes the final decision.
How about the rest
of course
How about us who haven't had a response?
Of course the Commander-in-Chief makes the final decision, but the Commander-in-Chief makes that decision based upon the input of people closest to the ground. And we've both been to Afghanistan. I've been to Afghanistan. The people I speak with there say we have a very good prospect of the people in Afghanistan being able to secure the peace and their sovereignty from the Taliban. But that if we pull out on a precipitous basis, as Governor Huntsman suggests, that we could well see that nation and Pakistan get pulled into terror and become another launching point to go after America. That's a mistake. That's why you listen and then make your decision.
Speaker.
Well, if I'm a little confused about exactly what we're currently debating, because I think we tend to get down to these narrow questions that in a sense don't get at the core issues. The very first question I thought about Pakistan is the one that should be the starting point. The gentleman said that when we went in and killed bin Laden, that we drove U.S. Pakistan. Was this like a 30-second response?
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm happy to play by the rules. I just want to know what they are. But I think this is the heart of the American dilemma. We were told, a perfectly natural Washington assumption, that our killing bin Laden in Pakistan drove U.S.-Pakistan relations to a new low. To which my answer is, well, it should have. Because we should be furious. Now, and that's where this has got to start. You want to keep American troops in Afghanistan? You accept hot pursuit. You say no sanctuaries. You change the rules of engagement. You put the military in charge of the military side. You overhaul the State Department and AID so they get the job done. And you do it for real, and you do it intensely. And you tell the Pakistanis, help us or get out of the way. But don't complain if we kill people you're not willing to go after on your territory where you have been protecting them.
Senator Santorum.
I agree with Ron Paul